Good evening and welcome to Ville News. I'm your host, Georgia Hall, alongside Vanessa Anders, here to give you the latest local, state, and national headlines. Coming up in this episode, we have updates on a march at Millersville University, attempts to impeach PA official, and Trump announcing his rerun for president. Stay tuned because Ville News starts now.
Millersville University Student Government Association held a march for equitable student housing today on campus. This comes after the University Housing and Conference Services announced that they would intend to open the waiver application for students who wish to live on campus with 30 to 59 credits on July 17th. The student government says that this would not benefit students, as this change will make it hard for them to find affordable housing on such a short timeline. Lindsay Griffiths, the student body president of SGA, held an Instagram Live on SGA's account to show them marching throughout campus. She led a chant saying, "Student voices matter," and "No waivers, no silence." The SGA recently met with Dr. Mary Beth Williams, who is the Vice President of Student Affairs, to express their concerns and are hoping that this change does not become permanent.
Hung up wreaths and Christmas trees must mean that the holiday festivities are right around the corner in Lancaster City. Wondering what events will take place? The Visit Lancaster City page has almost all the events going on for you to mark your calendars. Starting on the 25th of November, the City of Lancaster will have their annual Mayor's Tree Lighting Ceremony from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. and will include a visit from Santa as well as a dance party. But that's not the only thing that will be celebrated locally this season. Lancaster promotes its Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday following Thanksgiving on the 26th and 28th of November. And if you can't make it during the day, you have the opportunity to shop late on December 8th. For our music lovers, Millersville Tell School of Music collaborates with the city to bring you Tuba Christmas, celebrated on December 2nd at 8 p.m. near Binns Park and Ewell Plaza, filling the street with jazz tunes. On December 3rd, join the southeast of Lancaster as they light up the street with sparkling lights, and you won't want to miss Santa in the city. His sleigh will visit the streets on the 8th, 10th, and 7th of December, escorted by the Lancaster City Borough of Fire and Police. This year's menorah lighting, hosted by the Jewish Community Alliance of Lancaster, will take place from the 18th to the 26th, right in the middle of Penn Square. And finally, to ring in the new year, join the community of Lancaster City in the classic Rose Drop in Binns Park with live music and so much more. Now let's head to Ryan Argenti for a quick forecast. Ryan, what can we expect from the weather this week?
Yeah, Georgia and Vanessa, we're actually looking at a pretty good night for the rest of tonight. Going into tomorrow, though, we are looking at mostly cloudy conditions, although for the foreseeable week coming up here, very nice conditions, mainly clear, but much chillier for the lower Susquehanna Valley. I have the full forecast coming up here in just a bit, so stay tuned to Ville News.
When we get back, we'll have updates on Pennsylvania Republicans' attempts to impeach the Philadelphia District Attorney and a lucky Pennsylvanians Powerball win. Ville News will be right back. A Pennsylvania State Judiciary Committee has taken a step forward in attempts to impeach Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner. The vote will now be sent to Pennsylvania State House of Representatives. State Rep. Martina White from Northeast Philly spoke on the impeachment attempts, stating that the process is about justice. She added that she wants to make sure Philadelphia citizens have the chance to live their lives the way they deserve to. State GOP members blame Krasner for the increased crime rates in Philly, noting that they believe his policies are, quote, too soft, unquote. On the other hand, Democrats in the House say that Krasner is not to blame. State Rep. Jason Dawkins stated that at no point did Democrats blame Krasner for this crime increase in the city. Krasner's office released a statement following the article pass, calling out the GOP for attempting to, quote, use their final days as lame duck legislators with majority control to engage in a Hail Mary attempt to remove Larry Krasner from office, end quote. This decision comes just days after the GOP lost control of the State House following the recent midterm election.
A Dauphin County family won $1 million playing in the Pennsylvania lottery earlier this week. Father Woody Raptosh stopped at a Turkey Hill gas station on Allentown Boulevard in Harrisburg on the day of the $2 billion Powerball drawing and bought 20 quick pick Powerball tickets. Raptosh did not realize he had the winning ticket until the day after when his daughter checked the winning numbers. He stated, quote, "She started screaming and saying, 'No way, no way.' It took me longer to read the numbers until I realized we had the winning ticket," end quote. Raptosh has been working as a civil engineer for the Commonwealth for 35 years and is now ready to retire. Him and his wife will use the money for home improvements and to help their children. Vanessa, I don't know about you, but we were dangerously close to snow this week. I thought we were going to get some.
I really wish we did. I love snow.
Yeah, me too. My dad was sending me pictures from home, and we had snow there that was like sticking to the ground. I was a little jealous.
My best friend sent me some pictures from work because we both work at an ice cream store, and there was snow just there, and I was like, why do we get the rain?
Yeah.
And they get the snow.
All we got was rain.
I wanted more.
Me too. Me too. We're now going to go to Ryan Argenti with the local weather.
Yeah, Georgia and Vanessa, we were actually looking at some snow just north of Harrisburg that day, and I kind of wish it was snowing as well, though there's a warmer layer of precipitation that caused that snow to pretty much turn over to rain closer, just south of Harrisburg and closer to Millersville. So, but I did see some videos on Twitter, and that was pretty cool. A couple buddies of mine just north of Harrisburg got some snow out there, just a little bit of accumulation, but other than that, it wasn't too much. It wasn't like 1 or 2 feet or anything like that. But anyways, today, right now, we're looking at just looking over Lancaster City right now over the sky cam, and it's pretty dark out there right now, but conditions right now pretty breezy, and it's partly cloudy as well, with 38 to 42 degrees as our current temperatures. And as we head into the rest of tonight, going into the overnight hours, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy conditions, partly cloudy conditions, 30 to 34 degrees, a little bit of a light breeze as well, but we're going to start to see those clouds pick back up as we head into Thursday. And the reason why for Thursday we do see some moisture coming off of Lake Erie, and that's going to be giving us some cloud cover for the majority of the day tomorrow. So mostly cloudy, going to be cold again. We're heading into winter conditions. Sadly, all of you, all the warm weather lovers out there, I got some sad news for you. That's not looking too good. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, and it's also going to be blustery. So, and that's not the best conditions for this time of year. But looking at Thursday night, though, those clouds are going to start to clear up as we do have some winds that will pick up and push those clouds away for us. Mainly clear conditions and cold once again, 26 to 30 degrees. As we head into Friday, though, 40 to 44 degrees, brisk again, but partly sunny, so it's not looking too bad. Radar right now, you could actually start to see there's some lake effect snow going on right now, some pretty moderate levels of lake effect, and that's the same flow that we're going to be getting from Lake Erie when I was talking about those clouds that are going to move in. We do have some flow that's going to be coming from the northwest here and moving its way down to the Susquehanna Valley, and we'll be getting those mostly cloudy conditions. And checking out the model guidance right now, you start to see that disturbance that I was just talking about, that lighter to moderate snow is up towards Lake Erie right now. But as we head into tonight, we'll get that flow of moisture and higher levels of humidity giving us those clouds for tonight going into tomorrow. But we do have high pressure that will be making its way northeast and starting to settle in just a little south of us, but it's going to be in close enough proximity to us to give us mainly sunny yet cold conditions. You can see the blue dotted lines in here. That's letting us know that there's going to be some colder conditions as well. But higher pressure, really not much else to talk about. It's going to be settling over us as we head into the rest of this weekend and into the beginning of next week as well. And you'll see here in the 3-day forecast, 50 degrees was today's highs, 32 for tonight's lows. It was partly cloudy today. As we head into tomorrow, 44 as our high, 28 degrees for our low Thursday night. Looking at Friday, 42 for a high, 24 for Friday night's lows. And as we head into the rest of this week, into this weekend, I'll show you the 7-day outlook. Saturday and Sunday, we're heading into the 30s, the upper 30s for our highs, and lows are going to be into the lower 20s for both Saturday and Sunday. But looking at Monday and Tuesday, we warm up just a little bit, but other than that, mainly sunny conditions. So this weather broadcast has been brought to you by the Millersville University Campus Weather Service. Visit us at millersville.edu/weather center for all of your latest weather updates. And back to you at the desk.
When we get back, updates on a deadly shooting in Virginia and Trump's plan to rerun for president. Ville News will be right back. Former President Donald Trump has announced his White House bid for the 2024 presidential election. He made the announcement outside of his Mar-a-Lago home in Palm Beach, Florida. He stated in his speech, quote, "America's comeback starts right now," end quote. The announcement comes just days after the 2022 midterm election, where Republicans had a disappointing outcome nationwide. Democrats maintain control of the Senate, and Republicans are expected to control the House by a slim margin. Trump's daughter, Ivanka, who played a major role in his presidency, has shared that she does not plan to be involved with her father's campaign for the upcoming election. She stated, quote, "I love my father very much. This time around, I'm choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we are creating as a family. I do not plan to be involved in politics," end quote. Now Americans are wondering who else will run for the Republican nomination. There have been rumors that recently re-elected Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is planning a presidential run, but no official announcement yet. As the 2022 midterm elections are near the end, the country is bracing itself for another historic presidential race.
3 students were shot and killed at the University of Virginia on November 13th. 2 others were injured in the shooting. The victims were returning from a school field trip late Sunday night when they were shot on and near the school buses. The suspect was an ex-football player for the university, and the victims were current football players at the university. The shooting prompted an hours-long manhunt, and the campus went on lockdown. The suspect, Chriswell Darnell Jones Jr., was arrested late Monday morning about 80 miles east of the campus. He will face 3 charges of second-degree murder and 3 accounts of using a handgun in the commission of a felony. The police have not disclosed a motive for the attack.
That's all we have for this week on Ville News. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next week for the latest local, state, and national headlines.